Hello again, everybody. The next car that you've selected to view on ClassicMuscleCars.com is another new arrival. Now, this is an extremely rare supercar Oldsmobile. Now, what is this car? This car is a 442 W-32. W-32, what's Tony talking about? Never heard of it. Well, they made a few. This is one of 297 that were built in 1969. This car is a holiday coupe, so its production figures were at 247. Now let's talk about what the W-32 is in comparison to the W-30. The W-30 was an engine that was 360 horsepower. The W-32 engine was 350 horsepower. So it's 10 horsepower less. Why? Why was it created? Here's why. If you know anything about big cams suck the vacuum out of the, for example, brake booster for power brakes. You get a hard pedal. We get a lot of modified cars here that have to have a adapter put on it to give it a little bit more vacuum boost in order to be able to work the brakes properly. That's what is one of the big reasons for the difference in this W-32 versus the W-30, because they wouldn't have a problem with power disc brakes versus manual disc brakes. Then they wouldn't have a problem if they wanted to put an automatic in it, which this car has. Also, if they wanted to put air conditioning, which I'm not saying that they did, but they said that they could because of this option, they could do so, because this car was running a smaller cam. It was a 472 lift cam, so it's a lot less cam, so therefore they could put in this engine in, put some more options on it. The people would give up that 10 horsepower basically for the air conditioning or automatic transmission. So that was the original way that this car was created. Now, they didn't make a whole lot of them, obviously, and when this car was out in 1969, Oldsmobile was trying to get the word out on the street. So in some of their first brochures that they put out about the W-32 engine, they have it rated the same as the W-30, but it was not. It was basically 10 horsepower difference. So it's a very interesting car. Also, these cars, the W-32s, could be produced anywhere in any plant, as where the W-30 cars and the 31s were produced in Lansing. Also, the W-30 engine was hand assembled at the factory, which was a little bit different because they could possibly pull that car off the line if it came in with the order sheet for W-30, assemble a motor, put it down in the car. These cars, the engines were on the shelf. They had them there available so that they could just run it through the assembly line, take the motor out, put it in. But nevertheless, this is an extremely rare car. This is a car that you're not going to find out there. There's none. Trust me. 26 years, this is the first real W-32 I've ever seen. Now, this car also, I will let you know, and it's unreal that it's this way yet today, this is an original paint car. The video is going to make this car look like it is just flawless, but it is not. It's still an original paint car. The paint on this car was produced in 1969. For the condition of this car, it is absolutely outstanding. The interior, the exterior, the chrome, the trim, the stainless, the rubber, the engine, the trans, the rear end, everything on this car is pretty much the way it was when it was built in 1969. This is an original, unrestored car. Now, it was told to us that this car won an award for originality at the Olds Nationals. That was in the late 90s. You know, we're 2004 right now. So this car has got that kind of a pedigree that goes with it. Also, we have, with this car, we have an original window sticker which Jeremy showed you in the beginning of this video. Everything that this car has option-wise is listed on the original window sticker. Also, we have the original line sheet that also shows that what some of the production codes were on, and it also says W-32, etc., etc. Now, If you want to see copies of this information, you're interested in it, give that a call at 847-526-5950, and he can fax a copy to you. This is an extremely rare car. This is an extremely rare find. For those of you out there that understand the rarity of this old supercar, this is like finding a needle in a haystack, because they're just not out there. And this car is just in absolute beautiful condition for being an original car. There is no rust on this car. This is original paint. The paint just looks awesome on the car, but yet there is checks on it. It's going to be that way. This is lacquer paint that was painted in 1969. There's no dents, no dings, nothing like that on it. It's just an original straight paint car. Very, very hard to find. We've had a few here. We always make special note of that and mention them because they are that hard to come by. So this is a super rare thoroughbred investment muscle car. This is a car that you can get into, and you can expect a great appreciation in the years to come. We all know that now Oldsmobile is not going to be produced now, so these cars are really going to rise in their value, and this is the kind of car that you would like to get a hold of. A lot of the 70s, 71, 72 442s, W-30s, so on and so forth, there was a lot of them produced. There was not very many 69 W-30, W-31s, and 32s. I have never seen another real W-32. This is the only one I have ever had the honor of being able to see, look at, feel it, touch it, drive it, start it, and trust me, it is a great feeling. So give that a call. Jeremy's also here, and he can answer your phone calls also. We can fax this information to you, and I'm going to turn you over to Jeremy now. He's going to take you around. He's going to give you a guided tour of this beautiful 69 442, very rare old supercar W-32.
I have no clue where he keeps on finding these cars, but it's amazing. I hope we can make this paint look as good as it does on this video, because we're inside right this second. It would be nice to take it outside, but it's a little cool out there and threatening rain, so we're not going to chance it. While the hood's open, let's check it out. We're going to night shot this. This car has power disc brakes in the front. Yeah, we need that night shot in here. The hood just got me. Alright, we'll close the hood up now. Check it out. Vintage sun machine as well. That doesn't go with it though. There you can see a little bit of the shine here. We'll go for a look on the inside. Presto chango, there's lights in the car now. Isn't that amazing? Let's have a seat, take a look here. 97, 95 on the clock. Let's see if we can see the tick-tock-tack. Night shot it. Tick-tock-tack. And while we got night shot on, let's go for a look around the car here. The interior is immaculate. Back seat is immaculate. There's with night shot out because we've got the light right outside. Back deck is immaculate, as is the headliner. Let's look in the trunk. There we are with the tail lights on. Yes, indeed, it's got the electric antenna. Once again with night shot. This trunk is looking real good. I took the liberty of getting those lights and brought them back here. Now we can see with some color what's cooking. And yes, it does have a jack. One beautiful car. And who knows how long it's going to be around at this price.